Hell yeah, man. That's real talk, man. We just had his son on here, man, Christopher 11 Jr., man. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? And he, we was talking about the whole BET Awards, man, and he was like, what the fuck? How can you leave out Fresh Kid Ice? I mean, that was awkward as hell, man. What was your thoughts on all that that went down to the BET Awards, Mark?
Well, first of all, congratulations to Luther Campbell for getting, what did he get, a Lifetime Achievement I Am Hip Hop Award. Congratulations for him and his family on that. The highlight of the BET Awards to me was seeing all of those black women that were running the event. You know, seeing their hospitality and their respect, you know, and their love, because they took really good care of me up until the point to where I left. I left and didn't want to be a part of the program, but that was great, man, to see all them sisters out there working it and doing it, you know. That was amazing. That was amazing. I didn't stick around for the program, but, you know, Flo Rida and Rick Ross and everybody that participated in it from Miami. I mean, Flo Rida was the best man for the job. He did a tremendous job. He was a great friend of. He was a great friend of Chinaman, and he's a great friend of mine. And he's a stand-up dude. What I would have liked to have happened and seen was Chinaman's kids up there. You know, Chinaman's kids up there being a part of that program. You know. And, you know, I'm not one too big on publicity and, you know, and trying to suck up all of the spotlight and all of that, you know. I mean, you know how the shit goes, you know. Some people get off on that, but, you know, that's really not my thing. But other than that, man, you know, for all it was worth to, you know, people that were, you know, kind of using it for publicity and everything, you know, hey, if they got something out of it, you know, kudos to them, more power to them. But I think that Chinaman's kids should have been up there on the stage, you know, in some kind of way.
Yeah, some type of
even
before music.
Even before me, they should have been up there first and foremost, you know.
Most definitely,
That's
man.
real
I mean,
talk.
you know, it's a situation of you know, every other genre of music or even film, you know, throughout the year they always post up, like, you know, people who passed away, you know what I'm saying, that were instrumental in that field. And I felt that, you know, BET really dropped the ball. They could have done something in honor of him, especially it being in Miami. You know, this guy put it on the map along with yourself, you know what I'm saying, and Mixx and Luke. But he should have been honored, man. But that's just, you know, the way it goes sometimes, man. But I know you're going to do your thing.
I think, you know, I think that from what I understand, that BET did not know that Two Live Crew was still active. For some reason, I think somebody told him that we were no longer a group, and they probably contact Luke first, and, you know, he probably just wanted to center everything around him. I don't really know, but it just seemed like the whole program was centered around Luke and getting that I Am Hip Hop Award, you know. So, you know, Luke, at the last minute I was contacted and was told to go and join Mr. Campbell. I thought that I was going to perform, and I didn't perform, but, you know, they said Flo Rida was going to perform and do Chris's verse. I was like, good job, because you know, Chris and Flo Rida was really close.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was happy. I was happy that, you know, that Flo Rida, you know, did his part, but they also told me that we were going to perform too. So when they told me that I wasn't going to perform, I bounced.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Why stick around? Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I bounced. Yeah.
I want to ask you. I don't know if you've seen it or not. You know what I'm saying, but there was a point in on stage where Mixx, it looked awkward as hell. He just jumps on stage, and almost like a Morgana got let loose in the fucking baseball game or something. You know what I'm saying? Just running out to a baseball player, and it's like, what the fuck? You know, was that set up, or was that planned, or did you know about that?
No, well, I think Mr.Mixx also knew that we weren't going to perform either, so I just think he just stuck around, you know, I guess doing his part, you know, playing his, doing his part, you know, doing his thing probably to show some respect and some tribute to Chinaman, you know. I've had a chance to be with Chinaman, you know, a great deal of time, a lot of times, you know, and excuse me, I'm a little bit sleepy, but I hung out with him a lot of times, and I got a chance to tell him, you know, I loved him, you know. So I was paying tribute to him while he was here. So, you know, I didn't think anything of it for me to leave, because probably if Chinaman was alive and the whole event was geared around Luke, he probably wouldn't have had anything to do with it also if we were not going to perform. But, you know, that's just the way that shit goes, you know, with two live crews. You know, it's more of a curse than it is a gift, and sometimes I really don't like talking about it because it's really not that much of good stuff to say about Two Live Crew. Everybody knows the situation, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, I can see your frustration because, you know, you guys are trendsetters and pioneers, you know, and
exactly.
You guys should be revered as the NWAs, the Public Enemies, the Run DMCs, you know what I'm saying, and so forth. And it seems like, you know what I'm saying, one person is getting the shine when there was three other people, you know, and again, that, you know, that's BT's choice or whatnot, but I feel the Two Live Crew as a whole should be honored as well, because you guys influenced so many people. I mean, you know, created a whole genre.
That's how it's always been. That's how it's always been, you know, people trying to put themselves out there for, you know, for publicity, for, you know, for reasons, you know, I try not to get involved with it, you know, and because it's crazy, you know, and it's a lot of bullshit at the end of the day. Basically, it's a lot of bullshit, you know. It's a lot of undeserved fame, you know. I really don't give a fuck about it, to tell you the truth anymore. You know, I'm kind of embarrassed to be affiliated with Two Live Crew because it ain't nothing good to say about it. And, you know, hey, man, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's what it is, you know. I mean, everybody is, you know, some people go around talking about they did this, I did this and that right there. The real Two Live Crew fans, especially in Miami, know that it was a collective effort. You know, I could say I wrote the Me So Horny song in entirety, but, you know, I wouldn't do that because it was Mr.Mixx's music. Two Live Crew was Mr.Mixx's, it was Mr.Mixx's baby. So, you know, if anybody should be taking credit for it and getting awards for it, it should be him, for real. That's the bottom line. He was the producer. He put me in the group, so, you know, and I'm still loyal to him to this day for that. But it's, you know, that was Mr.Mixx's music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, that dude's a musical genius. I mean, plus he discovered Poison Clan, too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I thought JT Money could have been up there. You know, that would have been dope to see JT Money on there, get his props, too. But, you know, he was on that first Poison Clan record. You know what I'm saying, with Tony Rock.
Well, you know, Luke. You know Luke. You know, big Uncle Luke come in and he want it all for himself. You know what I'm saying? That's how it always been. You know, and I don't trip.